What?
I understand what you say. No.
There it is.
Let's hear it.
Well, let's hear it.
Talk to us.
Beadle and Decker, taking on sports talk like no one else. Michelle Beadle,
I'm just helping. I'm helping America one by one.
Cody Decker,
I 100% believe in revenge. Revenge is a great thing.
Back to the sports.
back and ready for more.
Every time I tune them out, they pull me back in.
It's Beadle and Decker. Here's Michelle and Cody.
Did it work? Did it work?
It works. It works. It works. I'm looking at your face and I hear your voice. It's amazing.
Okay, that's half of the battle, some say.
That is. It is.
All right, we made it. We did this.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Wait, where are you? How come I don't see you?
Well, I'm right
Oh,
here. Because you're better looking than I am, and you were rocking some school glasses. I thought it'd be cooler to focus more on Michelle Beadle of it all.
Well, I decided I didn't really want to put makeup on twice in one day, so I'm going to just hide them with my blue blockers. I realized what I had on earlier were those kinds of glasses you're supposed to wear when you're reading, but I don't need those quite yet. And so I was like, why is my head hurting? And I realized, I shouldn't have. These are strictly for blocking out screen time. We'll see if it works.
Look at you. You know what's funny? I because my eyesight really turned to shit like really, really fast. Now, I didn't realize till my last year of my career, it was actually kind of funny. And this is 100% true. Every single team I played for, over and over and over, they would check my eyesight, go through the whole physical, and they're like, yeah, 20/20 vision, man, 20/20. And then I got to the Diamondbacks and they did some different tests on me. And they're like, yeah, dude, your eyesight is actually shit, pure shit. And I'm like,
what's the different test? Like what?
Apparently there was some lighting test. They had me do this thing and they were checking like my retina's reaction time. And it was just like, yeah, there's certain things you don't see. And I didn't really notice at the time until he started putting me in contacts, and I wore contacts last year of my career. I'm like, oh, this is actually different. And then after I retired, I didn't wear the contacts or glasses again for like 2 years. And then one day while we were working together, I went out golfing, couldn't see a single ball I hit if I tried. And then all of a sudden I went and got a new prescription, went and wore glasses. I'm like, holy shit. I could have done this the whole time.
The whole time. Yeah, no, I think like the only time I feel like I'm having vision issues is sort of first thing in the morning. When you try to read something on your phone, but I feel like my eyes just aren't even remotely awake yet, but we're not there quite yet. I'm probably going to get there at some point. I am 50, but I just keep bragging that I'm not there yet. My eyes are pretty.
It is a little annoying, but by the way, just so you're clear, like 3 people have asked me in the last week asking your age, and I really hesitated to tell them your age, and I'll tell you why. It's not because your age is 50. I just knew what the follow-up statement would be, because they were just like, because it was always like, oh, how old's Michelle now? Because they were asking because they saw a photo of you. Because they're like, I'm like, she is 50 on the dot. They're like, really, man? She's doing great. They first start with like, she looks great, and then they follow up like, why are you aging bad? I'm like, motherfucker, this has nothing to do with me.
You're not on your peptide stacks, bro. You gotta get on these peptide stacks.
It's actually funny you say that, Michelle. Guess who's on week 2 of the first time of his life on peptides? And I have not noticed a difference yet. I have not noticed.
Well, it also, like, I can say that since I started using them, there are courses to it, right? Like you do this one for 2 months, and then you get off that one. You do this other one for like 2 weeks. I mean, I have a literal chart that I now follow. And so it's just like, I mean, look, I don't know what I would have felt like without them, but I know I feel good and I have my energy's good. And so I'm just like, okay, well, if that's from the peptides, then let's just keep going. Shoot.
So, like, I got put on them about 2 weeks ago. I had to do a low dose in the first week. Now, full
Wait, do you know
transparency,
what you're on? Because there's, I mean,
yes, yes, I do. It's called
okay.
NAD. I never
NAD.
really
That's the OG that you start on. Yep.
Okay,
yep.
so I'm on that for 8 weeks. Now, full transparency, I never took an ounce, like when I played, I never took anything. I never took steroids. I was so by the book, certified shit, like I was terrified. And here's another reason why I was terrified for everything else. Not that I was like, I was doing everything like so by the book, and I was like late draft guy, like, and I was setting like kind of records, and it was becoming this like ongoing joke that I couldn't call up to the big leagues no matter what I did. I was really scared of the idea, and this is pure ego, that if I were to take something and I got caught, it would take like wipe out my whole career of what I accomplished. And I just, I was horrified of that idea because I really did earn every like tiniest of morsel I got.
This isn't that. This is like you're comparing like vitamins to heroin.
No,
like,
I agree. No, I completely agree. I'm just saying I've never taken anything. I got put about 2 years ago on a low dose of testosterone because I had the testosterone of Estelle Getty at her death at the time. I don't know. They said no, they actually told me they thought I had like burnt through all my testosterone with the amount of working out I was doing, and I was just not healthy. So they put me on a little bit of that. I'm not on it at the moment, but now I'm trying these peptides, see how that works. Energy's good, feel good.
Yeah, because the thing about this stuff, it's like stuff that your body would normally produce, or it's like it's enhancing the normal processes that our body goes through. Also, for everyone who's asking, my hormone levels are still perfect, and apparently I'm nowhere near menopause. So, or I already had it and didn't even know. It's one or the other, but I don't know. It's like, and that's the other thing too about doing stuff like this is now from here on out, any doctor's appointment, any checkup, any test, you won't know that if, I'm doing really well in certain things that I shouldn't be doing well. And you don't know if is it because of the stacks of the peptides or just I got lucky? Like, no clue. No. But we're on.
By the way, I really appreciate the comment from Sweet Polly who said, Cody, Michelle, you both still look pretty damn young. Here's the difference. Michelle is a full over decade older than me, and she looks like that. And I look like this.
I also have tinted sunscreen on. I do think that's helping. By the way, Jeets wanted to ask us a question.
Yeah, what is it?
It's okay. Who are you taking in a pillow fight? But my question is it Geno versus Steve? Is Geno Smith versus Stephen A. Smith? Because how do we get here?
If it's Geno Smith will remove the other patron's head in a pillow fight.
Yeah.
If we're talking about Geno, like Yukon Geno.
Ariema? Yeah. Is it?
Are we talking Ariema? Then I would give this a pretty fair fight on both sides. How about this? Coming in from the crowd is Dawn Staley to beat the shit out of both of them would be my guess. But
she would get them.
But if we're talking Geno Smith, one's an athlete and the other is Stephen A. Smith. So I'm pretty sure I know who's winning that one.
Oh wait, so it's Geno Ariema. I would hope that would turn into Geno just takes the pillow and holds it over his face for an extended period of time till movement stops. And then as for the other human mentioned in the sentence, that man does not storm anything. There is no quick movement. There is no version of running that is going to happen. And he'd have to get through the gauntlet of prostitutes that he has lined up before he can even get to that part. So that's my answer. No, he's no. Nope. Geno Ariema would crush him. He would crush him. At that age. I 100% agree. 100% agree. Go Chicks.
All right, Michelle, let's get to the sports of it all because something fun happened. Now, I will admit, this is a slow as shit sports day. There's not a whole lot going on. March Madness already behind us.
We're like in a holding pattern for the NBA. We've got 2-3 games left, and we're just kind of waiting.
Yeah, so because we have 2 or 3 games left, not a whole lot talk. We will talk a little bit about the NBA because there is one mildly interesting thing I'd like to discuss with you. But before we get to that, let's start with some fun because Major League Baseball, which is just as hot as can be right now. And Michelle, like, listen, I know you're a baseball novice. You're kind of on the outside looking in, but even you can kind of hear the clattering and the talking points, right? It's good shit.
People seem to be excited early.
Well, good news. You know who else is excited? Because for the first time in years, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim have shown signs of life. Now, they're not a good baseball team. That's not what I mean. I just mean a brawl broke out, and It's fucking great, Michelle. Would you like to see
Yes.
our newest base brawl? Because holy hell, this is about a minute-long clip. I hope you enjoy. And then we're going to break it down from a fundamental standpoint.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Fires one to the backstop. It's right back to Heim, who throws late to second base. Albies just missed the tag as Shonowell advances a wild pitch. The rebound.
Now, before everything else happens, I'm pausing it right here, Michelle, because I want to point something out. Jorge Soler has not moved his feet yet. He is just sitting there staring at the pitcher and mad dogging him.
Okay, I like it.
Pitcher doesn't like it, starts saying things.
Oh,
Jorge Soler, and I can't stress this enough, not a small man. We shall continue.
Yeah.
A quick throw, and he was trying to tag Shonowell. Albies in the back foot and leg area. Didn't get it down, just missed the tag, hit the dirt. Now here comes Soler going after Lopez. They square up, and Soler and
that's real.
haymakers. They're going after each other. Soler is finally tackled from behind as the Angels and Braves are all out onto the field. That came up out of nowhere. Soler was upset after a couple of pitches were high and in after he hit yet another homer off Lopez. And a fight broke out just out of thin air.
Out of thin air? I don't know if it was thin air, but yes.
Michelle, I can't stress this enough. This has got personal written all over it. Now, Soler, I believe, used to be a Brave. I don't know the details of these relationship. But as this continued, Michelle, let's break down even better part of this. There is a big problem that I don't know if by Major League Baseball, and it's how one of these two talk. Now, it's one thing to go out there and throw haymakers. You can see some serious haymakers being thrown.
Yeah,
check out the slow motion of one of the haymakers thrown by the pitcher Lopez, because this is not good.
Has had the ball in his.
He's doing that. Oh, he's
hitting Soler on the side of the helmet.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Yes.
Once again, that's the baseball in Lopez's right hand.
Yeah.
That's a weapon. And he connects. Now, luckily, he hits him on mostly the helmet, but it looks like it only pissed off Soler more.
The ball in his hand. I mean, hitting Soler right on the side of the helmet.
Dude, actually, it's a good thing he has a helmet, because there have been things where people have hit somebody once in the temple and that person died. So, like, you don't want to mess with that. It's weird. Like, he almost doesn't even, it's like the ball is an extension of him, just not even thinking about letting go of that ball. It's crazy to me.
It almost seemed like he was getting ready to throw the ball at his face, like from right next to his face. So I'm
thought about it.
I guess I'm glad he didn't do that, but Jesus, man.
Yeah, I don't love that look for him.
Don't love that. You know what you will love? That would be manager of the Braves, Walt Weiss, because you mentioned the announcer mentioned out loud. Well, he gets tackled from behind. That was manager Walt Weiss. Check it out, because in case you don't know this about Walt Weiss, black belt in Taekwondo.
Oh, he is? Oh, yes. Okay. I'm just holding him down.
Just took him down. Took him down, and good stuff.
That picks up fast. Like, once, I mean, I always find it funny that the guys running in from the outfields, like all the pitchers and stuff out there, they're out. It's like, really, dudes, by the time you get there, it's over. But I get it. They want to stretch their legs. They've been bored. It's fine. Yeah. But it does make me laugh watching all of them run.
I will admit that my favorite, and it is my favorite thing, even though when people like storm the field, like from the dugouts and everything, you know shit ain't real or is fun when you get the camera, until you get the camera angle of the bullpen sprinting in in the outfield. That's what
I'm talking about. That shot of them running in, I was like, it's going to be 10 minutes before you guys get over there. Like, you're not contributing. You're just stretching.
There was a famous brawl that took place between the Dodgers and the Padres years ago. This was, I was still in AAA, and one of my teammates, and really made a big stink about it, was Matt Kemp, who was on the Dodgers at the time. And I don't really fault anybody for this. This is all just a lot of young testosterone driven. I really changed my perspective of a lot of shit that I hated back when I played from players, because I'm like, you know what? We are constantly pitted against each other, even in our own clubhouses. It's kind of like, not a great place. So I kind of give everyone more of the benefit of the doubt than I used to. But like a brawl broke out. And this was the one where Zach Greinke got his collarbone broken by with a shoulder block, right? So Matt Kemp gets all crazy, nothing happens, things get back. Then a guy named John Baker, a backup catcher, is still out there, and Matt Kemp starts yelling at him. They start yelling at each other. So John runs to Matt Kemp and says, "Go ahead, do it. Beat me up. No one's holding you back. Do something about it. Do something." And he's just like, "Get this guy away from me. I'm going to do something." He's like, "No one's here. Punch me in the face." And then when people showed up, Matt went crazy. And then John was just laughing. He's like, "I knew it. You're a bully. I knew it. You could have done anything and I would have let you." And it was just pure gold.
That's
pure
awesome.
Gold. I love me some baseball.
How embarrassing for Kemp. Like, that's a bad look.
I think he was just a young kid and didn't really know what to do at the time.
I'm gonna look up John Baker because I think John Baker. I think of Chips. So I'm like, hold on, who's
John Baker? John Baker was a perennial career backup guy. Played at Cal, I think, Berkeley. Very smart guy. I believe he's in the front office of the Pirates now.
Okay, fair enough. Played everywhere. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He was unless there's. By the way, I feel like there's probably 4 of these guys. So hold on, I don't want to get the wrong one. John
A's, Padres, Dodgers, and there's someone else in there, I'm sure. Cubs. He worked for the Cubs for a long time too. He was big with the Cubs.
Yeah. So so this is him, John Baker. That is your. Yeah, he's been everywhere. Good God Almighty.
By the way, I would like to completely agree with this with Chad. Baseball fights are the only fights where 30 grown men sprint from different directions just to politely hold each other back.
It is pretty. It's very funny to me. I find it. By the way, is this the same guy? This guy, like, during the off seasons, he used to teach PE at a school in California. Like, he does all kinds of stuff. Victims of earthquakes in Haiti. Okay.
John Baker is like one of the few players I ever played with that I truly believed was like a superhero. I'm like, there weren't a lot of guys that I got to play with, and I'm like, he's one of us. He's a
good guy.
He's a good one. Damn good one. All right, Michelle, let's switch it over to basketball real quick. There's not a whole lot going on in basketball because, as you said, we're all just waiting for it to come out. But Chapel Mike, reportedly, getting a quote-unquote pay cut. He is getting a $50 million deal, which being reported it's going to be like 8.3 a year, but it is less than he was making for the Nuggets, and rumors are swirling around. There's a lot of hot seat coaches out there. Is it possible that you're looking at this as a downgrade for him, considering he might have been up for a couple of jobs in the NBA, or is this the right move?
No, I think he's probably well aware. I'm sure he's always been in talks with everyone. I mean, this might simply be he just wanted to try something new. Part of the reason, remember, when he left Denver that came out after the fact was he just didn't feel like he and the front office were on the same page, and it just didn't have any say, really. So, my God, you're going to have all the say. You are literally going to put your roster together however you choose. So now the question is how quickly he could jump in, because you're going from dealing with contracts that are, we have free agency in the NBA, but it's not every single year. Every single year.
And this is wild. Yeah.
Those are all free agents. So that'll be something. But I think Michael Malone knows very much what he wants and doesn't want. And if this must have been appealing to him, I believe it when he says that, because he also said he was not, and look, granted, he's got the job now, so you're going to say all kinds of rah-rah stuff, but he was like, I wasn't interested in any other college jobs. Like, this was the college job that I was willing to even entertain. So I'm curious. I really am excited to see how this works out. It's I don't think it'll be like the Bill Belichick experiment, but that also is because Bill Belichick came with stuff.
A 22-year-old girl.
Yeah. So apparently that rules everything. So as long as Michael Malone doesn't go down that path, we should be fine.
I did see one really funny post. I don't remember if it was on Instagram or a tweet or wherever it was. It did make me laugh, though. Like, and to follow up even more great news, Tony La Russa coming on to take on UNC's baseball team.
Amazing.
Just let's get all of them. Yeah.
Legend. The legend.
By the way, apparently another thing, and this is true. Siren Larry is actually bringing it up, and apparently Malone's daughter does play volleyball at UNC.
Yes.
So there's another pretty nice little thing for him there.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I don't know. I hope she's excited that her dad's now around 24/7. Part of college is not
Um,
having that, but you'll see.
by the way, Michelle, this is actually some breaking news that's happening right in front of us,
Oh
apparently.
god.
It is being reported that Cade Cunningham is expected to return this evening for the Detroit Pistons. Collapsed
Okay.
lung be damned. Let's
Well, wait a
go.
minute. Hold on a second. So how does this oh god, I always forget which mouse is what on here, these computers. Okay, so they have how many games left? They have 3 games left. So does he have to play 20 minutes in the next 3 games? Or I can't
I
remember where he's
guess.
at. I'll have to look it up. I'm super stoked for him. Or is he
Mhm.
already my god, I can't remember. Games played.
They're
I
taking
wonder
on
if
the
he'll be
Bucks tonight. This
that
is
should be a win.
let's go.
But I wonder if he's gonna have see, here's the thing with the Luca filing a grievance is that I feel like all these guys should have wiggle room to file a grievance because a collapsed lung, no offense to having a baby, but a collapsed lung's pretty serious as well. It's a pretty
Mhm.
serious reason to miss a game. So he's at what is he at currently? How do I there's too many numbers floating around in my brain.
It's too I don't they're going to get rid of this stupid 65 game threshold, right?
I
It's
think
a
they're
mess.
gonna have to. They're gonna have to. Or they're gonna try to tweak it. Yeah, so he's missed 11 games.
Mhm.
God, I'm so excited because that gives him a little bit of time to get a couple games under his
Get his
belt.
sea legs under,
He's at
yeah, and get ready for the playoffs.
61. Oh, man, so he's at 61, even if he plays the 3, he's at 64, but that's why I think that you're either we're gonna run into a case where everybody files some sort of a grievance, or
Mhm.
I wanna call it an appeals because I think there should be a committee, for an appeals process for this. That's my overwhelming sentiment until you decide what you're gonna do with the number 65, if we're keeping that or not.
Mhm.
And so I think he should if that dude over there is allowed to file a grievance because he went to go see his kid get born, even though one of his missed games is his fault because he had technicals, then I do believe Cade Cunningham has an argument. That's what I'm
I agree.
hoping. That's what I'm hoping.
I agree. I really like this statement right here. Cade Cunningham, 26 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, 1 lung. Love it.
Oh,
Love it.
gone. I'm just
So
stoked to see him back, honestly. Like, selfishly, I'm just stoked.
mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
boy, oh boy, oh boy, basketball, Cade Cunningham, and so much more. Let's why don't we switch it up, Michelle? I got some great questions for you on today's quick hitters.
Oh, no.
Michelle,
Yes.
today I made a purchase, and this is wild. I had no idea this was going on at the moment. I'm really upset with myself.
Oh,
So yesterday, my mom was driving back up from Mexico. My
okay.
mom gets back, and on the drive, she lets me know, "Hey, I'm not going to be around tonight." I said, "No problem. I'm not. I'm going to be down in Hermosa anyways. All cool." She's like, "Well, here's the deal. I'm going to see Bruce Springsteen." I immediately spat out my drink. I didn't know Bruce was in town, and if I knew Bruce was in town, I would have been at that concert as well, which is playing at the Forum. My mom goes to the
He's at
show.
the
Not even a
Forum?
He's at the Forum, which no
Wow.
bad seat in the house Forum. So that
Okay.
place is rocking, right? I get a text message from at 1 a.m. from my mom. I'm already asleep. She's like, it's the best show I've ever seen. And by the way, my mom, who's seen a lot of concerts, again, doesn't even like Bruce Springsteen.
Interesting.
Loved the show. Turns out Bruce ain't leaving. And guess who got tickets for Friday, baby? I'm sorry, not Friday, Thursday. I'm going tomorrow night to see Bruce Springsteen at the Forum. I
like
couldn't be more excited. Michelle, this, and I'm not kidding, is a bucket list show for me.
It should
I'm
be.
only down to 2 bucket list shows. Bruce Springsteen is one of them. Do you have any bucket list shows left on your list?
I mean, I saw Bruce at well, I guess it's a Giant Stadium is what we called it back then, which is why I'm shocked he's at the Forum because that's an intimate venue basically, which is really, really cool. I mean, he literally he does 3 hours. I think that same summer I saw Paul McCartney as well at I want to say Yankee Stadium. Again, 3 hours, no opening act, no nothing, just 3 hours of not like you want to talk about peptides. I don't know what the hell those guys are on. But you know what? That's a tough one. Like I feel like my bucket list people are dead. So it's like kind of sad. Like I wish I'd seen Michael Jackson. It would have been awesome. And like I don't even
I
really want
wish
to
I
see the
saw
Rolling Stones,
Prince.
but I don't want to see him like this. Yeah, I wish I'd seen Prince. Like,
Wish I saw Prince. And
man,
Bowie. And Bowie.
that would have been a
Like
good one.
Bowie would have been the top of the list. The last one
Dang.
that's available for me after tomorrow night, which is Bruce,
Yeah.
which by the way, like how many more times am I gonna get an opportunity to see
By the
Bruce?
way,
He's
how
got
much were
7
tickets crazy or were they pretty good?
I'll be fully transparent. I was
Yeah.
shocked at the tickets I got and for how much I got. $319 per ticket.
Wow, that's actually
I
really
was
good.
and by the way, it's in a section like I'm not on the floor. I don't want to be on the floor because you got to stand the entire 3
Yeah.
hours. I'm on a section
Yep.
where, one of the rows where I can actually sit in a seat. But like one
Okay.
section over, and again, we're talking about the Forum, not the biggest of venues.
No,
One
at
section
all.
over, I shit you not, was the difference between $319 a ticket to $750 a ticket. Wild difference. So I jumped all over this.
Hell yeah. Because it's gonna be good. Yeah, it's gonna be great. That's gonna be awesome. Wait, what's your other one?
I gotta see Metallica before Metallica kind of shuts it down. Like, how much longer can Metallica keep doing Metallica songs? And in all honesty, I gotta see them before they finally age out of this.
I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like at the nostalgia phase of concerts. So if it's somebody that I grew up with or had their records and tapes and ultimately CDs, I will go see them as long as I don't have to go way out of my way.
My mom is taking exception. She says, "What do you mean? I don't like Springsteen. I just haven't seen him in concert." Mom, name one Bruce Springsteen album, and we will continue the conversation. And you can't say "Born in the USA." Too easy, too obvious.
I also love that he's still so damn relevant. Like that's the other part of Bruce Springsteen because there are a lot of older generation acts that are still out touring, but he's still in the thick of it. He's still fighting the good fight. He's got dipshit over there arguing with him. So like it's kind of crazy and kind of cool. And by the way, I'm kind of glad you're seeing on the West Coast. I will be curious how the crowd is. Like I said, I saw him at Giant Stadium, East Coast, and you lived in New York. The affection and almost cult-like love affair that white dudes on the East Coast have for Bruce Springsteen at the age of 40 and above.
Yes.
I'd never seen anything like it. So that was a cultural moment for me. I was like, okay, because I grew up liking Bruce Springsteen. My mom
Same. I
thought he
love
was
Bruce.
awesome, but not like that. This was like, okay, respect. You guys love this man. I love that.
No, they really do. Trust me. And the amount of times I had to hear Mad Dog talk about him, like, dude, I'm a bigger Bruce Springsteen fan than you. And hearing you just talk about it makes me want to hate Bruce Springsteen. Stop it.
Yeah, he ruins that.
You're not cool, and you're making the coolest man in the world seem less cool. Stop it.
Ding dong.
Ding dong. Well, let's move on to the next thing. Has there ever been something you were dreading to do that you ended up doing and actually loved?
Well, my colonoscopy that I had a few years ago wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I thought the butt stuff was going to be really rough, but you know what? I was pleasantly surprised, man.
I had a bowl of tomato basil soup and a sandwich right after. No, what is something I dread? That's a strong word, right?
Okay, then
that's
maybe something you weren't looking forward to, or maybe you were made to go do or go somewhere that you ended up loving.
Oh, let me think about it. Okay, wait. Do you have one in mind?
I have one in mind, but it's fairly recent, and it's a stretch to say I was dreading it. It was more like I just didn't know what to expect, and now not only did I love it, like I want to buy property there. A few weeks back, remember I went to Joshua Tree.
Oh yes,
like about a month ago, 2 months ago, and Michelle, I went there at this small little house that was just like kind of in the middle of nowhere, just for one night. And that 24 hours felt like a week away from everything. I was in love with it to where like I cannot wait to go back to the middle of the desert and do nothing again. It was something I really didn't know what to expect. You know, I've been down. I love Palm Springs, which is not too far from there. But Palm Springs is a town and a community and bars and restaurants. This is just the desert. And dude, I fucking loved it.
I mean, people like our buddy Josh Wolf and his wife. They're out there. They go out there a bunch for like
all the time.
Decompress time, all that. You know what? I guess mine would be again. It wasn't a dreading thing. It was probably more of a nerves thing. But the first time I was like, I'm going to travel alone, like overseas. I booked a trip to. It was like Switzerland, Como. It was that sort of area of the world, and intimidating to me.
Mm-hmm.
But man, as soon as I got there, like that changed everything. It literally changed the way you travel. I now don't have to wait to go to places. I can go by
Mm-hmm.
myself if no one wants to go, or no one cares about that place. So that's like a good one. So I was more nervous than anything, but whew, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad
I
I
will
didn't
tell
back
you,
out.
I never wanted to go to Croatia, and I'll tell you why. I had a friend that moved to Croatia. I'm sorry, my brother's friend moved to Croatia, and the way he acted around people when he came back here, he's like, "No, this is how we just act in Croatia." And it was very, very chauvinistic to the point where I'm just like, "Oh, that's how you all act in Croatia." And then I'm like, "Dude, I ain't going to Croatia." Turns out he was wrong. He's just an asshole, and
Yeah.
Croatia's actually great. And I learned that from you. I actually now really want to go to Croatia. Before, because of that guy, I had no interest. Now,
By the way,
lots of interest.
newsflash, coming from the United States of America and going anywhere and thinking you're a bigger sexist pig than what we have here is a stretch. I mean, not for nothing. We still are number one at some stuff, and we're pretty good at that one. We may not be the worst as like a general culture. However, these days that I could probably make the argument.
That's
But
depends
yeah,
on whose tweets you're reading.
we've got sexist down pretty good too over here, and have for quite
No,
some
we
time.
are. We are so good at sexism in this country. It's amazing. By the way, this is actually funny. Siren Larry says therapy was something he was dreading that he ended up liking. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, Michelle. Hear me out on this. I actually agree with him. I have done therapy, but the reason I had to do therapy was because someone else forced me to do it.
Yeah.
In that thinking it was going to make their points better, when each therapist I saw very much said the very opposite. But that particular person made me fire multiple therapists until we found one that agreed with her or them, which also didn't agree with them.
That is like, I know I did do a couples therapy once for like 2 or 3 weeks. Same thing. I think once the therapist seemed to, and I'm not saying she was siding with me, but she seemed to lean more towards my side of things. That was like, I was like, good. So we're done. I mean, I didn't want to do this in the first place. Like, I'm good, bro. But here we are. What a waste of money. I'd like that money back, actually. Now that
Michelle
I'm thinking about
Beadle,
it.
what is the best first date you've ever been on? Or what is like kind of an ideal type of first date? You've had to, come on, wait, slow down. You've had good first dates before.
No, I had one and that was fuckboy. So no.
But you
actually.
Other first dates weren't good either.
Hard to end in a 3-year relationship was me hanging out at a sports bar. One first date that ended in a 3-year relationship was somehow driving from a long relationship with days after, and then I'm not getting car broke down. We had a tractor. Yeah. So, what was my last relationship? Oh, that was actually fine. Like, I went to Atlantic City. That was basically our first date.
Oh, that's kind of a cool one.
That's not really a first date. Like, it's not like, so for me, the first date with the fuckboy was great because he planned it all. It was fun. It had like, I felt like an adult having conversations with another adult. Like, those were the things that I want and I think are important. So no, I do not have a long ass list of awesome first dates, honestly. And a lot of times they're not even dates the first thing. They're like hangouts with people, and then all of a sudden you like hang out a couple more times, very low key, and now you're all of a sudden you're in a relationship. It's like there was no effort really put in from the beginning, which I think in turn then sets a bad precedent of not giving a shit about stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I do give a shit. I just don't think it's been done.
What if a guy cooked you a gourmet meal? Siren Larry asked.
Be great as long as he's a good cook. That would be bad if it was.
See, here's the truth.
Not
like,
a good cook.
I'll freely admit this. Like, I'm decent on a grill, but like, I'm not even that. I'm no semblance of a grill master. I can overcook meat just as good as the next guy.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that then on a first date.
I know. Oh no, I don't. Yeah. I know not to do that. I just I guess I'm kind of lazy. I'm a very simple. Let's meet up for dinner and drinks and see how we vibe type.
It's really the conversation is highly, I think, underrated by people, or maybe that people just don't do that anymore. I don't know. I don't know, but I definitely come in phases and go, and like right now, ugh, just the idea of having to talk to someone about anything. This could pass in a week, but right now, I'm good. I'm
All right,
good, fam.
All right, Michelle, final quick hitter. And I got to ask your opinion on this because you've already mentioned the name Michael Jackson, a concert you wish you would have seen.
Oh, yes.
There is a Michael Jackson biopic film coming out called Michael.
I see this. Yes. I don't.
Have you seen the MJ musical? It seems as though they're going to be doing very similar-ish things to the MJ musical.
I haven't seen the musical. I've seen the commercial itself. I believe it airs on I think it aired during college ball a bunch and probably on Bravo, because let's be honest, in the last week, that's mostly what I've watched. And I remember thinking, who the hell is playing Michael Jackson? Like, that's a hell of a role. So then I go down that rabbit hole. And of course, it's a Jackson, and it's Jermaine Jackson's kid. So the nephew. So then I'm thinking, well, then this movie must be Michael friendly, right? Like, I don't think Jermaine Jackson's, I don't know. I haven't done enough research on what angle this movie's taking, where it stops. It seems to be strictly post Jackson 5, pre total craze, right? Like it's somewhere in that
It
window.
looks like it. Well,
Yeah.
it's funny. Now, if you've seen the MJ musical, you know it takes place right as the Dangerous tour was about to
Okay.
launch.
Okay.
Now, guess what else happened right around the Dangerous tour? A very, very damning report, and then everything that now we're very much remember Michael Jackson for, whether it's alleged or not alleged, what you believe and don't believe, yada, yada, yada.
Okay.
But the play was very distracting for me because they keep mentioning this report that's coming out. Do you know what's said in that report? And they just kind of pussyfoot around it to the point where I was just like, okay, we're just gonna play man on the mirror now, huh? We're not even gonna really talk about this today, are we? Well, Michelle, it is being reported, according to reports, the original version of Michael releasing on April 24th was supposed to open with a different opening, but also more importantly, they apparently had to rework the entire ending because they needed to avoid addressing abuse allegations because of a settlement clause in 1993. So apparently, this movie had to change its ending very recently because of how this is handled. Michelle, I feel like this is going to be a footnote in the story. And can you really tell a Michael Jackson biopic without this being a central portion of the Michael Jackson story?
See, that's why I'm like, if Jermaine Jackson's involved, I don't think it's going to get into the dirt of it all. Man, that's kind of weird. Look, I guess it's just a 2-hour walk down memory lane of awesome music, I suppose. Which is,
I suppose
I'm not really interested in that. And I'm also, but by the way, on that same note, I'm also not interested in watching I've seen enough Michael Jackson documentaries and what have you. I feel pretty well versed in sort of what happened, and we all have opinions and decisions that we made. But yeah, no, I don't think this movie's going to kill it.
Yeah. By the way, I'm also of the mind of this. I'm done with the biopics. I really am.
Hard when it's hard.
Because they don't want to tell the truth.
I saw none of the last ones.
I'm a Bruce Springsteen guy. I had no interest. I had zero interest in this movie. I did like the Bob Dylan one, but also Mad Dog gushed about it so much that when I saw it, I'm like, this movie's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I will never see it again. It was fine. That
was him sort of dipping his toes in A-list celebrity world, and he couldn't stop talking about it. So I get it.
Yep. F-.
F
on his celebrity world attempt.
Look, these will be white noise movies that will one day just be on one of the streamers, and I'll just throw it on in the background. But yeah, as far as me sitting down, like excited to see it, no, not really into that. If I really love like an artist or an actor or a public figure, I will read the biography, and that will be kind of it for me. It's weird to me sometimes. And by the way, I liked the job that what's his name, Rami Malek did in the Queen one. I thought that was actually
but
good.
I hated the movie. I hated the movie.
For the most part, it's hard for me to do. I'd rather read the biography and have that person constantly be my visual than sort of get taken out of it because all I can think about is like, oh, that's Jeremy Allen White, or oh, that's Timothy Chalamet. Like that's not my favorite kind of movie.
Same. Sam, what was the movie? What was it? The movie you just mentioned? I'm so sorry. The
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
You know why I hated that movie, and this is why I feel like no biopic can be made about a band or a musician or anyone that's still alive. You just can't, or people or family members that are controlling the story, because that Queen story that we watched, I was unaware that Freddie Mercury was in a band with 3 fucking Eagle Scouts who were perfect at every angle, and Freddie was just this big wild problem. Bullshit, but I'm really glad that the surviving members of Queen can really walk away looking phenomenal for some reason. Oh, it drove me nuts.
Dude should thank their lucky stars on a daily basis that he ever walked into their lives. Like, that's how I mean, he was a quintessential front man with talents that, once in a generation voice. And they truly are lucky sons of bitches that their paths crossed. That's how I took it. I never even, I thought Freddie Mercury was just awesome.
Swaggy is absolutely right. Melania is probably one of the best biopics we will ever get as a nation.
She had one job. To do.
Couldn't get it done with this equipment. Just couldn't get it done with this equipment. Just too difficult. We even Michelle, we dusted off that alleged sexual predator director who can't get work anymore. What's even the guy's name? The Rush Hour guy. And then Trump actually later said, we need to get a Rush Hour 4 because asshole's directing his wife's dog shit movie.
What is his name? Oh, he's got one of those dumb faces.
He's got one of those stupid names. Give me a second. It'll come. Brett Ratner.
Yes, Brett. Oh. By the way, they all find each other, don't they, in the cesspool of life? I love that for them.
They do. Hey, Michelle, good news.
Yes, sir.
The Zammoth has made its debut in Utah. Have you heard about the Zammoth?
Is that what I think it is?
Michelle, allow me to introduce you to the wonderful Zamboni in Utah, known as the Zammoth.
My. Why did it take so long for something cool to happen? Is that Michelle? Ryan Smith, the owner, sitting up? It is, isn't it?
It's gotta be.
I would be too if I
mean,
stuff.
Michelle.
And there's a baby Zammoth on it.
It's amazing. My question is, has the NHL just been sitting on this technology? We could have, how is the King Zamboni not some gigantic throne that's carrying around multiple regal people? Like, what are we waiting for?
What about the Kraken? Kraken's also, I know it's relatively new, but that should have been the day one Kraken. Oh my God, you could go through all of them. Predators. Oh, that's
so it's just a big old Donald Trump one?
Yeah, that would actually be funny. It's like those giant baseball president things where like a giant, God, you could go through them all. This would be actually fun. That is badass. I would want a t-shirt with stupid Zammoth on it or anything else.
Yeah. Also, A+ Zammoth. Yes.
Zammoth. You know what? We went through a period where we couldn't figure out how to name this team, what they should name this team. But if it was all a ploy to get us to Zammoth, then you win. You got us. Well done.
A++. And by the way, Chad says the Hartford Whalers could have been a dope one. Yeah, it would have been you kidding me? Gigantic whale just going around. Or is it whale poachers? Or is it just like horrible hunters like trying to hunt a whale under the ice?
It's a giant like Moby Dick whale, and it blows like the ice shavings out of the thing, and it runs over poachers. We are always team animal, okay?
No, I agree. I want it to be the ending of Star Trek 4 when the Enterprise, sorry, they weren't in an Enterprise, they were in a different ship, destroyed those whalers that were after those wonderful, wonderful dolphins.
Yeah, Zammoth is freaking awesome.
A+ is all I'm saying. This is interesting. Frankie Muniz, as you know, who is one of our dearest NASCAR drivers, he is getting ready to ride at Bristol, and because they're having the reboot, guess who's riding the sweetest ride in the history of Bristol? He is riding in his own Malcolm in the Middle 33 Bristol truck. That is about, come on, like, who the hell gets to ride their own car of their own TV show?
That's awesome.
Real.
That is awesome. Also, by the way, the fact that that show, everyone's coming back, I kinda need to watch, don't I? Kind of.
I say that, and I still haven't watched the new Scrubs yet, and I desperately need to because I love Scrubs.
Yeah, I didn't love Scrubs. I didn't really even love Malcolm in the Middle, but I think the love affair with Bryan Cranston since then
Mhm,
has grown so big that people are just and the fact that we're like, I mean, he's a serious actor now,
mhm.
and he's coming back. So I'm here for it.
You ever hear the story where he, the where he played the dentist on Seinfeld, and he,
Yes.
the famous thing when he's about to knock out Seinfeld with the laughing gas, but he took a hit himself to make sure it was good. It's
Yeah.
a huge laugh. Apparently, that wasn't in the script or his idea, and he told the story. Do you know where he actually decided to do that and didn't tell anybody?
Where?
He was sitting there getting ready on the set, just kind of like this, figuring out his blocking and what he was going to do. And a lighting grip was up there and it says, "Hey, man, it would be funny if you took a hit first." And Bryan Cranston said, "Thanks, man. That's a great idea." And put his head down thinking, that is a really good idea. In fact, I'm not going to tell anybody. And then he
Okay.
did it the first time live. And apparently Jerry lost his shit laughing. It took them like 5 tries to get it done.
Oh my god, I hope he, like, took that guy out that night for beers or something.
Right? Oh my
Like,
God.
something.
Completely side note, this is just something new, and I would love your opinion on it. Major League Baseball, they've been doing a real good job with their marketing as of late, but they
Mhm.
just made this new announcement. They're bringing back like This Week in Baseball, like an old show, like to be like an internet show, but they're also starting a new YouTube
Squib.
channel
Yeah.
called MLB Clubhouse, and it's dedicated YouTube channel, specifically channel for kids, like animated baseball videos, like almost like a
Smart.
Nick Jr. type of thing for Major League Baseball. Um, my question is, why hasn't every other sport done exactly this and already launched this? This is like brilliant idea, especially for a league that's desperately trying to get younger kids into their sport.
I mean, I feel like back in the day, like Summer Sanders, and it was a model shot, but that show was geared toward, and then also Kristen Ledlow ended up doing like the newer version of it later on, which I think it's an NBA show, but there were also a lot of bits and pieces that were geared towards kids. I don't know. I mean, individual teams probably have something set up. I know my very first time on camera was for the Coyote Clubhouse here in San Antonio, and it was literally a show hosted by the 7, 8 foot tall silent coyote. So it is definitely out there to do something like that, especially if we're talking about YouTube. Like that's like a no-brainer. Just put that stuff out there and see what happens. So yeah, I'm wondering. Maybe we were in a fuck them kids phase for a while, and now we're gonna undo that. I don't know. Probably
Yeah,
poor choice of words given everything, but yeah, you know what I mean. Like we just didn't think
yeah.
about that, but now here we is.
I kind of like it. I think it's a good idea, and I think it's good for the future of the
Oh,
game.
that's a good
Just
point. Yeah, Thomas has the Nickelodeon slime thing.
Oh yeah, they do have that,
I just
but
don't
that's
see them, so I don't
but
have. I
that's
don't know
like
what to say
one
them.
game a year, though. This is going to
True.
be like a daily, catered channel on
Yeah,
YouTube,
cool idea.
really easily accessible. Especially like I'm just thinking about all the parents that like put an iPad up for their kid when they're sitting at a
Yes,
restaurant. Now you have like children's baseball content you could throw out there, especially if you want to get your kid into sports or
I like it.
it's to me it's an absolute layup.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah. All right.
And
Well, what do you
and
say, Michelle? Before we shut it down, let's go ahead and shiggle.
ah,
Here's what I'm shiggling about.
okay.
Michelle, I know you're not a comic book nerd the way I am.
Not even a little. Yes.
Have you watched any of Daredevil?
I no, actually, I like Daredevil, that show. I also like, what's his face in the other one? God, what am I
Yeah.
drawing a blank to? What's it called?
Which
The
one?
good guy, John Bernthal.
Oh, Punisher.
Yes, I also love
Yeah.
that. No, but I have not
Which, by
seen
the way,
any.
they're releasing a Punisher like 1 hour standalone thing with John Bernthal too. By the
I'm
way,
here for that.
um,
I'm here for that.
Michelle, this is season 2 of the relaunch of Daredevil Born Again, which was on Netflix for 3 seasons, and they brought
Yep.
it over for Disney. This is the best show on TV, and
Wow.
I'm not positive it's even close. Now, I'll also say, boy, oh boy, the way the show ended last season ended with, and I'll just like Mayor Fisk, the Kingpin is now the mayor of New York City, and he's circumventing all. Getting into this season with him being the mayor and Daredevil being like an boy, oh boy, based on if you're just living in America, boy, oh boy, does it hit real close to home. But it is a staggeringly good show. You got to check it. I
Where
can't get
is our
enough of this show.
Daredevil? Where is our Daredevil?
I don't know. Where is our blind lawyer out there setting things right?
Where is our good guy vigilante? Where are you?
Looking for you. Watch Daredevil. You'll love it.
I know. But then I'll also be sad because I'm like, it's not real.
You're gonna be real sad because it ain't real.
You know what is real? I try to find, but the Euphoria premiere party was last night, yesterday, I guess, in LA, and I love Zendaya. Like, I couldn't find one, and maybe there is one that she begrudgingly had to take, but she sort of notoriously just doesn't want to share time with Sydney Sweeney if she doesn't have to. And sure enough, last night I saw group shots. I saw people, and I just couldn't find her in one of the group shots with her. And I love a petty queen, and I love a grudge holder. And I think we've given up on grudges. We need to bring them back, because I meant to bring this up yesterday. The Kanye West situation over the weekend,
dude. I've lost so much respect for
it's a lot.
It's so bad.
And I know that we are very sensitive now to the idea of quote unquote cancel culture and cancellation of entertainers. Or
the guy released a song called Heil Hitler 12 months ago.
We also had merch with swastikas on it. So I think the fact that we were able, and by we, I mean the 70,000 people on multiple nights that were able to pack that arena. I'm sorry, but I'm done. If you support something or somebody, I now will look at you as in this case, a Nazi. By the way, again, reminder, I'm not a Zionist in any shape or form.
Neither am I.
But you put merch out with swastikas, and you had a song called Hail Hitler, and everyone decided this wasn't when he went crazy and did little fun things out in a field. This was straight up being a Nazi. And they packed it in and said, oh, I guess our short-term memory is now back. So I hold grudges, and a guy like that, I thought we were done. I thought we were done, but I guess we were not.
I was honestly fucking baffled by it. Just baffled by it. And those of you saying, well, he needs help. Good. Then get him fucking help. Help isn't selling out fucking SoFi.
33 million bucks.
And yes, I agree. If you went to that, I don't hold back. I flat out will call you a Nazi to your face. And yes, it is true. The UK actually denied him entry from doing a concert and festival there.
It's pretty good. It was pretty good. And then that festival basically canceled because he was the headliner. But then some other mouth breathing company came in and offered him $5 million. I don't know, to do a different festival, what have you. But like, this isn't a contest to see who's more accepting or who's more like, get over it. Because I think people think it's cool to say to someone with a spine or morals or a certain sort of way of looking at society, well, just get over it, as if you're the enlightened one and the person who's standing by some belief system is not. And I refuse to do this. Like, there are reasons some people are just done. And I was mesmerized by what happened over the weekend. Like, I kept saying to my brother, I'm like, yo, this dude didn't just say some one-time wacky thing. Like, he made merchandise. He
made merchandise with swastikas. Had a song called Heil Hitler. Went on national TV and said to the camera, I can say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can never do anything about it. I don't know what to say to you. Like, if you went to that concert,
remember that. We are now, you are the actions you are now doing. And I'm not getting over shit anymore. This is it. This is it. Life's too short.
Yep. Life is way too short. All right, Michelle, what do you say we go ahead and just reflect?
Okay.
Reflections. Nailed it. Michelle, what are you reflecting on today?
Oh my God. It's so funny because as soon as you ask that, my brain goes blank, and it's a very interesting exercise to see what's the first thing that pops up. And the first thing that popped up is not my reflection. I'm like, ugh, it's not even a person I want to mention their name, which is crazy right now. But I will say this, and I'm sort of blessed with this reflection through the course of today's hour, because the Cade Cunningham breaking news, which I hadn't even seen, you broke that. I'm beyond thrilled. And again, like you said, it's sort of that weird window where we have like 3 games left and so many things are teetering. We still got spots that are being fought for. We've got individual accolades that are all up in the air due to time missed. So whether he makes it, whether he doesn't, what have you, we all know that Cade Cunningham had a career year before his lung collapsed. And I am thrilled because I feel like the Eastern Conference was getting a little too like, well, without Cade, I don't know. So
Yes.
I like good games Cade.
Completely. Like it's now just a foregone conclusion. The Knicks are dead. Celtics are in the finals. Cleveland, no shot. It's just a one-team race. Now, it's back, baby. My reflection is simply this. Not only do I want Michelle's wish of us all to bring back grudges, because yes, I hold grudges and I will never, I don't forget shit. I remember everything. And yes, I am a very friendly guy, but I can be scary when I need to be. And I will see a lot of these people again, and they're not going to like it. That being said, another thing that I think we need to do along with bringing back grudges is very simply this. We need to bring back a semblance of shame as well. And something that we need to bring back shaming. And this is the first thing I want us to shame, because it's way too hard for us to shame people that are racist or anti-Semitic or sexist. No, we can't do that. We can't get to that. So how about this? I want to start by shaming the idiots. I want to start by shaming uneducated people. And I'm going to use the recent Artemis 2 launch as my reasoning. This is a real tweet from a woman that claims to be a doctor in English. Call me ill-informed. I was an English major, but what is the light source here? I want to point out she's posting a photo of the moon taken from the far side of the moon from the Artemis 2.
Got it.
How are you what is the light source, she is asking, that is somehow making them able to see the moon? It's called the fucking sun! You fucking idiot!
Does she think that there's like, oh, so this is her conspiracy? Is they're not actually out there? They're like on a soundstage with a spotlight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a conspiracy theory that this is all green screen, because how could you possibly see the moon from the quote dark side of the moon? Because it's not the dark side of the moon when the sun's on it.
In fairness, Cody, she started with call me. Was it ill-informed or misinformed?
Yes.
Either way.
She did say ill-informed.
So in fairness, she went in sort of, I could get roasted. Or, which is the horribly bad idea of the counter, she actually prefaced that in that way, thinking she got us, that she was about to drop something on all of us.
I saw another one that was even more amazing, where a guy says, here's a photo from the Artemis of the Earth. There are thousands of satellites. I don't see a single satellite.
I hate everybody.
This was a shot like from the moon to the Earth. The Earth is, get ready.
They don't get it. Nobody.
Really big.
Astronomy is impossible for me.
We're
talking hundreds of thousands of things that make no sense. Millions. The numbers are, there's astronomical is a description word for a reason, because it's basically, and I took astronomy in college, and when I tell you I failed that class, that doesn't even do my grade justice. I bombed that class because my little pea brain, I don't let it go. But that being said,
that's part of the problem, probably.
I couldn't wrap my brain around, when it comes to astronomy, sort of what needs to start making sense for you to get it. And I am completely comfortable in my own skin to say, I don't get it. And I will take it at face value when fucking astronauts are telling me about it. That's just who I am on this big old giant planet.
By the way, my favorite thing that I think has ever been said by anyone was by Neil deGrasse Tyson when he was asked by a conspiracy theorist. He's like, so you think we went to the moon? He's like, I know we went to the moon. He's like, why do you know we went to the moon? He's like, because we left things on it and we can see it from here. We have we can look at what we left right now.
I don't know how he does it. By the way, and I'm mad at myself at blanking on this gentleman's name. He was part of the ABC live coverage of the day of the Artemis takeoff, which for people, we talk about people my age, it's sort of just it caught me off guard that I was nervous about it, but that was all Challenger related.
Yeah, I can see
And
that.
by the way, speaking of, there are people now arguing with those of us who were alive and remember that day I was in the 5th grade that didn't happen, that we didn't actually see that happen. I'm like, bitch, I will set you on fire. That's how I feel right now. Stop talking about things that you don't know. But that being said, this gentleman was a scientist and an astronaut as well. And I wrote his name down somewhere here because I went to go search for him on social media. And he's a very relatively young dude. I'm going to guess like early 50s, but he had such a way of delivering everything. He's somewhere in the South. He's sort of not, he wasn't dumbing it down, but he delivered it in a way that those of us who are just mere civilians got it. And you could feel his enthusiasm. And then I found a podcast that he did with Neil deGrasse Tyson. And I was like, oh, that I am downloading this for my drive back. Cause it's 2 of the, I know Neil deGrasse, whatever, but as far as like going to hear or listen to people speak on subjects that they're passionate about, you cannot beat that. It's amazing. And I don't give 2 shits about space. So that's how you know.
That's how you get Michelle Beadle roped in. That's right. Just go on a first date and then bring up Neil deGrasse Tyson and Michelle might not hate you. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe.
It's a big maybe though.
If I get this other guy's name, that'll be the clincher.
I love it. Well, Michelle, we've done it again. Make sure everybody like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you check out where you get your favorite podcasts. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe right here on YouTube and Twitch. And of course, we will be posting videos throughout the day on the IG. Follow us there. Yes, I failed to get us live on IG today, but Monday is right around the corner, and I will get it done then. Michelle, please enjoy the rest of your incredible week over in San Antonio. Please give the flying saucer a hug from me. Even though I know you're not a huge fan.
Flying saucer. What is wrong with you? But I am gonna. By the time I see you on Monday, the NBA regular season will be over. We will be ready. Playing time, baby.
Finally, let's go, baby.
And as always, my friends, R.I.P. Estelle Getty.